Hey everyone, Gurky here with Exis, bringing you another Omniheroes video. Today, we're going to talk about the best reroll targets. Now, just letting you guys know ahead of time, there may be some slightly better units to reroll for, but I've done a lot of digging around in the Discord. I've checked out some guys. I've spoken to some of the other whales and players that have been here since day one of the previous regional launch, and I have it down to two different team compositions or units that are integral to these team compositions, and both of these teams will get you through early to mid game up into late game. I've been told that late game thing that the playing field changes a little bit. It becomes more of damage mitigation and things of that nature. Early to mid game, I guess, from what I've been told by everybody else, is all about damage, about bursting your enemy down, about getting as high DPS and synergies as possible. So we're going to start off talking about the three units that make up Valcor, and the Valiant Tours. So these three units, I'm going to show you what the units are. I'm going to tell you the priority to get them in, and we're going to go look at their skills real quick. So the first unit for this is going to be Themis. Now, I'm letting you know right now, if you're spending any amount of money at all, even $1, you get her for $1. And the reason we're starting off with Valcor first is because it's going to be easier for you to reroll if you're going to spend $1, because you'll be able to reroll and get 2 of the 3 core units, and you'll be able to go through much easier. So I can tell you right now, Themis is extremely high damage. I believe someone said she might even be the highest DPS in the game. Don't quote me on that, because I'm straight up new to this, man. I just started this yesterday at launch. I've been doing a lot of reading, a lot of research. Let's go through her skills. So Themis unleashes a sword wave from her charged blade enemy, dealing physical damage. If the target is killed, the skill will be cast again, dealing 375 physical damage to all enemies. It's pretty powerful. Her active skill, she turns into a blur and slashes the frontline enemy, dealing physical damage, and applies 1 stack of defense down, or defense reduction. Passive. Themis applies 1 stack of defense reduction on all enemies after killing her target. Every 1% increase in Themis' crit resistance additionally increases her attack by 1%. Man, she is a powerhouse. Every 1% increase of Themis' crit resist rate additionally increases her attack by 1%. So does that stack? And that is just her awakening skill. So she is an absolute beast. I'm going to recommend that if you're going to reroll for Valcor, reroll for her first. If you're not, if you're not going to spend any money, reroll for her. If you are going to spend some money, the second part of this team is going to be Elune. Let's go through her skills real quick. Elune soars in the skies and turns into a wind blade, strikes the enemy, dealing 250% physical damage. Applies marked units are attacked first, and 1 stack of defense reduction. I'm sure you can see where this team is going for the time being. Active, deals physical damage, applies defense down. Passive, applies onslaught to all allies for 2 rounds after an ally kills a target. Any ally, 50% physical damage, cannot be stacked. And just like Themis, every 1% of crit resist rate increases her attack by 1%. Same thing. I'm wondering if these things stack or not, because they are listed separately. So I'm gonna assume they do. Again, don't quote me. Third unit in this is gonna be Tropos. Tropos is a support unit. Tropos uses Divine Light to apply Watcher's Pledge to all allies, increases their attack by 40% of a Tropos' attack for 1 round. The active skill, Tropos shines with Holy Light, applying Watcher's Pledge to the 3 ally units with the highest attack, increasing their attack by 40%. Passive, Tropos additionally increase her damage reduction by 30%. Every 1% crit res, her attack gets increased by 1%. That's going to help with the buff. After an ally kills an enemy, Tropos restores the ally HP, so it heals 50% of Tropos' attack plus 5% of the target's max HP. This effect works on each ally only 1 time per round. I'm sure you guys can see where this whole team's going. It's all about excuse me, increased damage reduction, and just pure fucking hell. All right, so that's Valcor. All right, the second team that we're going to talk about is going to be what they call the Monsters. And give me 1 second. Trying to find this one. All right, so the second team we're going to talk about, Monsters, is going to include the 3 units. Who are they? Eudora, Karnak, and Nyx. Alright, so the second team again is going to be Karnak, Eudora, and Nyx. Alright, so we're going to go through and look at these 3 units. I believe Eudora is going to be the primary unit that we're going to be re-rolling for. I cannot remember what she looks like, so give me just 1 second here to find her. That's one of them. Oh, I must be smoking crack or something. I knew where she was the whole time. I watched some videos on her. This chick right here is pure damage and tons of it. So out of these 3, the first one that I'm going to recommend as your reroll target for Monsters is going to be Eudora. Let's go through her skill. Eudora summons her Flaming Phoenix to launch 10 attacks against random enemy targets, dealing 70% physical damage. That's 700% physical damage. Eudora swings her Blazing Sword, dealing 144% damage to 1 backline enemy. When Eudora deals a critical hit, there's a 50% chance to apply Healing Rapture effect on the enemy target for 1 turn. Healing received during the effect will be converted to damage up to the caster's attack. It's actually pretty nice. So it looks to me like most of these units, if not all of them, have the crit rate. Oh no, this is different. Every 1% increase in Eudora's crit rate, not resistance, increases her attack by 1%. When Eudora takes lethal damage, her HP is reduced to 1, and she immediately recovers 50% of her max HP. Again, increases her attack. So she's going to be the number 1 pick out of these 3. Anyway, the second unit on this is going to be Karnak. Karnak strikes twice in succession with his Holy Lance, attacking random enemy units, dealing 180% physical damage. Landing a critical hit grants 100% chance to apply 1 crit boost on all allies. That's going to be pretty big right there. Karnak uses divine power to control robotic arms and releases destructive rays, dealing physical damage to 4 random enemies. Again, landing critical hit grants a 100% chance to apply crit boost on all allies. Karnak is deployed, and his ally lands a critical hit. There is a 100% chance to heal the entire team, providing healing equal to 50% plus 3% the target. And again, Karnak's crit rate increases his attack by 1%. Again, when Karnak is deployed, the limit of crit boost stacks increases by 5. That is pretty nice. And the third unit is going to be Nyx. Nyx opens the Abyssal Wall to unleash fearsome nightmares to bite enemies, dealing 300% physical damage to backline enemy, and has a 10% chance to deal 10 times damage. That's only in PvP. It's pretty strong. Opens Abyssal Wall for nightmares, dealing physical damage to backline, and has 10% chance to deal 10%. 10 times damage in PvP. If ally kills more than 2 enemies, she steals a target's shield when dealing damage. The stolen shield will not exceed 2% of her own attack. And every 1% increase in her crit resistance rate increases her attack by 1%. Nyx's basic attacks have 25% chance to be replaced by a Deathbringer skill. That's not too bad at all. So yeah, those are the reroll targets. Again, like I said before, we're gonna have more guides regarding team compositions and synergies. Late game is gonna change. I haven't gotten there yet. Done a little bit of research on it, but the late game is not going to change who you reroll for in the beginning. And you know, again, if you have any comments on any of our guides, I'm new. I'm doing research. It is possible that some of the research information is incorrect. Let me know. And we'll address it. We'll try to fix it. We don't want to bring anybody any incorrect information. And like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord, and we'll see you around. Peace.